The Ethereals were the most advanced civilization in the known galaxy. For 3,000 years, they had studied every sentient species, cataloging their strengths and weaknesses with surgical precision. When they arrived at Earth, they approached humans with the same clinical detachment they applied to every other life form. Their mission was simple: understand human psychology, find the leverage points, and determine if humanity posed a threat to galactic stability. What they discovered terrified them. Dr. Kale, the lead ethereal researcher, documented her findings with meticulous care. Humans were physically weak compared to most spacefaring species. Their cognitive processing was slower, their sensory perception limited. By every measurable standard, they should have been classified as a minor species. Interesting, perhaps, but ultimately insignificant. Then she observed something that changed everything. A human child, no more than 8 years old, lay in a hospital bed, dying of a degenerative disease. The child had perhaps weeks to live. Yet instead of descending into despair, the child spent hours drawing pictures of spaceships, telling stories of distant worlds, imagining futures that would never come to pass. The child was dreaming. Kale consulted with her team. They reviewed thousands of human subjects across different ages, cultures, and circumstances. The pattern was unmistakable. Humans didn't just dream of better futures. They dreamed in the face of impossible odds. They dreamed when logic dictated surrender. They dreamed when every rational calculation suggested hopelessness. And when humans dreamed, they changed. The research deepened. Kale discovered that human dreams weren't merely psychological comfort mechanisms. They were transformative. A human who dreamed of becoming a doctor would work for decades, despite poverty, discrimination, and failure. A human who dreamed of peace would sacrifice everything to prevent war. A human who dreamed of exploration would volunteer for missions that should have killed them. But here was the terrifying part. Those dreams rewrote human neurology. Each dream pursued, each impossible goal chased, physically altered their brains. Humans weren't born exceptional. They made themselves exceptional through the relentless pursuit of dreams that defied probability. Kale's final report to the Ethereal Council was unlike anything she had ever submitted. Instead of recommendations for containment or exploitation, she issued a single, urgent warning. Do not engage with humanity. Do not colonize their worlds. Do not attempt to dominate their species. But most critically, do not suppress their ability to dream. The Council questioned her. How could dreams make a species dangerous? Where was the measurable threat? Kale showed them the data. A human population denied dreams showed predictable decline, depression, suicide, social collapse. But a human population allowed to dream showed exponential growth, not just in population, but in capability, resilience, and innovation. Dreams created motivation that transcended biological limitation. She presented case studies. A paraplegic human dreaming of climbing mountains who invented prosthetics that revolutionized their entire civilization. A refugee dreaming of home who built communities that became models for peaceful coexistence. An ordinary worker dreaming of space travel who became part of a species that eventually left their planet and reached for the stars. Humans are the only species we've encountered, Kale concluded, that becomes stronger when facing impossible odds because they dream of overcoming them. Suppress their dreams, and you suppress their potential. Allow their dreams, and you create an unstoppable force. The Ethereal Council made its decision: total non-interference with humanity. No contact, no observation, no attempt at influence. Earth was classified as a forbidden zone. 200 years later, when humanity finally reached the stars, they found the Ethereals waiting at the galactic border. The ancient aliens had abandoned their research stations, their observation posts, their entire presence in human space. A final message was left behind, inscribed on a monument floating in the void. To the humans who reached this point, you have proven what we feared. You became unstoppable not because of your strength or intelligence, but because you dared to dream when dreaming was irrational. You pursued visions of futures that statistics said were impossible, and through that impossible pursuit you transcended your limitations. We leave this galaxy to you, not out of defeat, but out of respect. We learned that the greatest threat to any civilization is not an enemy with superior weapons. It is a species that refuses to accept that their dreams are impossible. Never stop dreaming. and never let anyone tell you it cannot be done. The ethereals. Humanity read those words and understood. The most powerful force in the universe was not advanced technology or superior intellect. It was the unshakable human capacity to dream and the stubborn refusal to accept that those dreams were anything less than destiny.
Kindly like and subscribe channel. Thank you.